lot of guys will teach you, and I'm going to make this fast, to work your way down to a buzz roll, meaning that like that way. Do you know what I'm saying? When in fact, I think a good way to learn a buzz roll, and my buzz rolls, again, I have sort of a funky left hand. I have a thing in I have like a tremor thing, which sometimes really does. Look at that. I've had a drink for 19 years and no coffee today. Anyway, so that can really affect my buzz rolls. For the worse. In any case, for a nice buzz, first of all, Buddy Rich and these guys used to always do what they did, they called it a jelly roll or something, or I don't know. But in any case, where instead of pushing it straight down, they would go this way. So move it sort of across the head. And a lot of guys I see do great buzz rolls do that. But then again, there's other guys that don't. There's other guys that the heads, the sticks do go straight up and down. They're smooth. But anyway, what I'm getting at is instead of going like sort of working your way down to a buzz, for now, sometimes try just setting the stick on there. Just leave it on the head, and then slowly kind of go. And even though you're not really, just trying to get used to that feeling. Sort of the feeling of how the stick kind of feels that way. So what will happen is, I think, and again, this is totally a case of don't do as I do as I say. Because I kind of used to be a little bit better, but try to pull your buzz up on it. So like here, the sticks are just sitting here. Very slowly, just kind of start so instead of being like into the buzz, just imagine the sticks there. Just start moving them. Again, you'll see my left hand looks all jerky because I'm having especially sort of off day today with my left hand. Normally it wouldn't be that, for whatever reason, I don't know, the humidity, weather, whatever the hell the deal is. But try this. If you're having a shit buzz roll, for now, imagine, even if you're not necessarily alternating, like I'm kind of here just sort of like throwing my hands at it. Just sort of get used to that feeling of sort of like just it's almost like when you get really close in a basketball and you start going like this, that little, you're totally relying on bounce there, but it's not necessarily orderly because it's you're sort of just throwing your sticks as best you can at it. But you just get used to that soft sort of feeling like that, how the stick feels in your hand between these two fingers. That feeling, it's sort of a neat feeling if you do it for a little while. And what will happen is, I think a lot of guys will learn better buzzes if they work a buzz up out of that instead of being like trying to muscle their way downward. And then, so the other way, just set your sticks here. You feel that? Like you just set them down like that little. Like that. The guys that do the best, butteriest, silkiest buzz rolls are the guys that can literally just buzz them like. So you'll notice there I sort of took it soft and then brought it up instead of bringing it down. Even though, of course, it's kind of a shitty buzz roll because my left hand, look at this. My right hand's pretty even, but look at my left hand. And look at that will affect your, if I took a beta blocker or something right now, I'd probably have a super smooth buzz roll at the moment. But in any case, try it. So just start low, just let them sit there first. God, look at that today, jeez. Well, I think I was going to the chair. Anyway, so start soft and kind of let your hands sort of move a little. And then slowly pick it up a little. So bring it kind of loud, like push down harder and then bring it back soft and bring it loud again, so like. You know what I mean? And that's how you get a good buzz roll. I mean, I I know this to be true because I've taught people to do this before. They're like, wow, dude, Terry, that works. You know why? Start kind of soft, and even though, of course, right now is a bad day for me to try to demonstrate. But again, get used to this. The sticks here, even if you just move them a little, like this. Down and all that. You gotta get used to that little, it's a buzz. I mean, you know. Okay. So again, just arse around with that. Always try it if you actually can. Play over. I had a teacher that always said play over where the snare wires were. Although this sounds just fine. What can you do? But try that, especially for people with regular nervous systems. Sort of, sort of. Let the stick just see how many sort of. Start there. Start real soft, and then try to work your way up. Again, instead of going like nose diving into it. Another thing is to try going slower and slower, because then you're relying more on the actual buzz instead of the repeated attack of the stick. Now this is where I'll probably sound pretty bad, but what can you do? Take my word for it. It's the way to do it. So you go, then I'll start slowing the sticks down, meaning the attack. And that's what'll separate the men from the boys in Buzzville. Is when guys, sometimes you're the smoothest buzzes in the world, but then the guys aren't like, they're not like, you know what I mean? They're not really fast. They're sometimes it'll just look like they're going like this, because they are. It's the buzz they're relying on. It's total. Like I said, the more I do it, the more it sounds better, relatively speaking. But really try that, guys. If you have a shit buzz roll like I do, well, mine can get good. If I ass around for a while and my left hand comes on, it actually sounds a lot better. But try it. Try starting from the slow instead of jumping down from the fast. You know what I mean? Okay.